Welcome back to my channel. I'm Gerard Luat, owner and witch of Earth's Curious Goods, and today I'm going to show you how to write a successful petition, a powerful one at that. So last week I showed you how to manifest your goals using the law of attraction, and maybe you're just one of those people that aren't very vocal, or maybe you're just more of a writer. So this video is definitely going to be for you, and maybe you just want to add on to it. That's fine as well. So if you're new around here and you like today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so what we'll need is you're going to need a permanent marker, and it can be any color. I'm just using black, but it needs to be a permanent marker. If you don't have a permanent marker, then you can use a ink ballpoint pen kind of thing, like one of those gel pens where it is ink. And you can, like I said, even with those you could do different colors. It's all about your intention. Make the magic your own. I'm using a brown paper bag. You can get these at your local Walmart, dollar store. You can get a whole pack of these for $1. But you definitely need some sort of paper. You can use lined paper, you can use just computer paper, white paper, journal paper. It's whatever you're comfortable with. Traditionally, when it comes to manifestation, brown paper has always been used. So I am going to go ahead and show you the traditional way. But it doesn't make it any less powerful if you use just lined paper if you want, so you can do that. Here I do have some sage because I like to sage all of my stuff. Smudging it, just clearing the space. I just like to start any kind of spell work that way. The energy in the area is a little bit cleansed. You don't have to do that, but maybe you're in an area where you're just not allowed to burn stuff, or maybe sage you're allergic to. There's a lot of reasons why you might not be able to do it. That's fine as well. Here I also have olive oil with some hyssop inside of it for purification and blessing. You don't have to put hyssop inside of it, but I would recommend having at least olive oil handy. If you don't have olive oil, you can use like safflower oil, but it needs to be some sort of oil, like a light oil. Not like, your cooking oil, not like that, but we definitely need something like olive oil. I would recommend that one. And of course I just have my lighter here to actually light the sage, so I'm going to begin doing that. We're just going to sage the area, sage my stuff. Okay, and this is my cauldron. Awesome, and with saging too, if you've never really smudged or saged stuff before, I would recommend after you're saging to open up the windows and let all that smoke out, which I will do after this video. And that way it just carries out any unnecessary energy and things that would interrupt your spell work or your manifestation. Alright, and like I said, if you don't have sage, it is fine. Don't, worry about it. It is not going to hinder your manifestation, your petition at all. I just prefer this. I'm a witch, and that's what we do, and I'm just traditional with stuff on how I do my spell work and how I do my manifestations. Okay, so you have the bag here, and that's not going to work. We need to go ahead and break this down to where it's just a piece of paper or just a portion of it. Don't use scissors. I did find that when I did use scissors, my manifestations took a little bit longer to work, and my spell work did a little bit longer. So I would just tear it, make it more personal to you. You're putting your own energy into it, and when you're tearing, if your petition is going to be about bringing things to you, then you want to tear towards you. If it's something that you want to get rid of or you're banishing, maybe it's a bad habit, you want to tear away from you, okay? Because you want it away. Think of go away or come to me, So here we are. I'm just going to tear this now. Okay, and when you turn the paper, try to turn it clockwise, because that also brings towards you. And if it is away, you want to turn it counterclockwise, but I want things to come towards me, so I'm turning it clockwise. And then I'm going to tear to myself. It doesn't have to be a perfect piece of paper too, you know? You just need to be able to write on it. Now, if you know that your petition is going to be long, then you need to tear enough space so you can write. So do keep that in mind. Oh, drop that. And almost. There we are. So now we just have a piece of brown paper. Okay, so now we are going to write our petition. I would recommend before you write your petition on your actual paper, if you're not sure about it, then you need to make sure that you take a scrap piece of paper or another piece of paper and start writing down. See what flows from you. How do you feel when you're writing down the petition, and reread it. Take your time with it. If this is a very serious petition, you need to put a lot of serious energy into it, a lot of serious feelings about it. So you have to write it out. And when you're writing it out, it isn't I wish or I want or I'm hoping for, because if that is the case, you're always going to be hoping, you're always going to be wanting. You need to put it in present tense. So as you're writing your petition, you're going to say, and I'm going to just use mine an example because I am going to be doing this. I am very successful. Actually, no, I think today's petition is going to be about abundance. I am very abundant in life. That's going to be mine. Okay? So, and you see how I went from I am very successful, and it didn't resonate with my energy, you know? My intuition was saying, okay, you need to change that. As you can see, I'm going to change it. I am very abundant in life. And that is resonating with me. It's very clear. I feel good about that. So, and to give you an example, maybe yours is to bring the perfect mate to you. You have to say, I have the perfect boyfriend. I have the perfect girlfriend. And you can list the traits. Be very specific, because once you put this out there, the universe, energy, God, it's going to actually bring it towards you. You're going to start attracting these things, and sometimes it even scares some people when it's like starting to happen and you're like, oh, yep, I remember that. But you would put the traits that you want in him and her. For instance, he will have blue eyes. He will have a successful career. He will be kind. He will be loving. He will be caring. He will be a cuddler, you know? So it's whatever you want it to be. It's your intentions. Use your intuition, use your hunch. Dig deep down and make sure that you're very specific with this. So, and I'll give you an example because I'm going to be doing this. And you're going to write, I am very abundant in life. See? And as I'm writing this, I'm visualizing what I see myself like. What does that mean to me? What does my lifestyle entail as far as being abundant? What does it look like? How do I feel? And as you're doing these things, you're setting your vibration to be very positive, very vibrant. You're telling the universe, you're telling God that, hey, this is what I want. Okay, so I am very abundant in life. At the end of this, though, I always like to tell people that I would put, and it harm none. And the reason why you want to write that in there is because you want it to also come to you in a positive way. You know, you may say, I have $50,000. Okay, and you get that $50,000 because you got into a car wreck, and then you had to go to court and you had to do a settlement for it and so forth, and then you got settlement for $50,000 suddenly. Or forbid that somebody passed away and they left you $50,000. You don't want that kind of that kind of abundance or that kind of money, in my opinion. But so that's why I would highly recommend to put that somewhere in there, and it harm none, or for the greater good of all. That's also another way you could say it. But let it resonate with you, but try to put something at the end of your petition after you write it all out. Put that phrase in there. So I'm going to put for the greater good of all. There we are. Okay, so after you write out your petition, you're going to write your first and last name, but I'm sorry, you're going to write your full name. So it's going to be your first, middle, and last name. And if you don't have a middle name, that's fine. So it'll just be your first and last name. Okay, so that's what I'm going to write. And when you do that, you are making a statement that this is a binding contract that you want done. There we go. So I've got my petition and I've got my full name at the very bottom. Okay. So this is what I want. I'm very abundant in life for the greater good of all. And then I put my first, my middle, and my last name on there. Then you're going to take your olive oil and with your power hand, because I write with my right, I'm going to dip my finger, my pointer finger in there, and you're going to basically put a stamp on it. So it'll be like a, like a stamp of approval kind of thing. Instead of your thumb though, you're gonna do your finger. So you put your finger and there you go. So you stamp it with your energy. So I'm letting all the universe, the energies that are surrounding me, I'm letting God know that this is what I want brought to me. I'm very abundant in life for the greater good of all. Okay? And then I'm going to fold it and I'm going to fold it towards myself. Okay. Fold it towards myself, and I want this small, and the reason why is because I'm going to put it on my desk where I'm at all the time. Actually, no, I changed my mind. See, that didn't even resonate with me. I think I'm going to put this under my mattress, just because that's what it feels right. Yeah, in the past, I have put it under my keyboard where I write a lot, but I'm on the go a lot more, so I'm not at my desk like I used to be. So, and I know I'm going to be going to bed eventually, so that's why I'm going to keep it where it's around. And so you'll keep this petition that you wrote until it manifests. And when it manifests, then I would suggest burying it. You can even burn it and scatter the ashes to the wind and saying thank you. But when it happens, always, always, always give thanks, okay? So I'm thankful that the universe made my life abundant. I'm so very grateful for the life I have because it is abundant for what I've asked for. Okay? Always in the present tense. You don't want to ever use the words want and hope and wish. It has already passed. It has happened. Okay? Well, there you go. Well, hey there again. Well, I hope you liked today's video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it out so others can also go ahead and manifest their dreams and goals as well and spread some positivity in this world. And like always, make the magic your own. Till then, stay earthy, stay magical. Bye for now.